Hi everyone, welcome to Module 5. In Module 5, we're going to be reading Chapters 3 and 5. You have quiz number 1. On quiz number 1, you're going to have 2 attempts, 60 minutes, and 25 multiple choice questions. It's very important to take advantage of those 2 attempts and make sure to review each of your answers that you've gotten to really help focus your effort. For this week, I have placed in ancillary materials some very interesting videos for you to evaluate and review. I also have teaching summaries right here for the chapter, and I think you'll find these teaching summaries very helpful. And quiz number 1. For this week, we're going to look at the concept of supply and demand. Supply and demand is very important because the interaction of demand and supply. You'll notice that demand is dealing with buyers, whereas supply is dealing with sellers. All of us can relate to this, given that we focus on the demand and supply. When we look at the demand, you notice there's an indirect or inverse relationship between the price of a product and the demand, or the quantity demanded, which means as the price of the product decreases, people are more willing to buy more of the product. And this will be reflected in the graph and in the table. When we look at supply, you'll notice that supply is dealing with sellers. We'll get to the supply curve here. And here's what the supply curve is going to look like. You'll notice the supply curve is upward sloping, as sellers are more willing to sell products at a higher price than they are at the lower price. So sellers are willing to supply more, and willing to supply more is called quantity supply. When we put supply and demand together, we get what's called equilibrium. And equilibrium is going to look like this. And this is where buyers and sellers agree upon the best price and output in the market. And they establish this best price and output, and it helps us recognize the flexibility of prices as well. So those are some of the concepts that we're going to be focusing on this week. Please let me know if you have any more additional questions, but I look forward to your effort, and make sure to take advantage of those 2 attempts.